I'm so happy to join you for our dear friend Alirio's 100th centenary of his birth. It's really a lovely thing to remember. I have so many things over the last, how many years, 70 years, to remember about our meetings at various times. But I first met him, and these memories are very strong, when I was in Siena at the age of 12. I had turned up to be in Segovia's masterclasses. Segovia wasn't there, and Alirio was, in a sense, deputizing, and because I was so young, he was really looking after me. But I'll never forget the immediate impression of his beautiful way of playing, apart from his personality. Well, his personality came through in the playing, easy, generous, flowing, and lots of memories from those times during the 1950s in Siena. Many other times afterwards. I remember in Roma, it must have been 1983, we celebrated 30 years of knowing each other. We were at the famous Alfredo's restaurant. It was wonderful, but actually much earlier than that. I think I'd been in Roma, and Senio's grandmother had cooked a wonderful homemade tagliatelle, which I remember. Of course, I met Alirio many times, obviously when he came to London, and also quite accidentally sometimes. I remember once at Amsterdam airport at Schiphol, he was coming down an exit escalator and I was going up another escalator opposite. We waved at each other. Also in Caracas in 1976, which, as many people will know, was competition, Alirio Diaz competition in his honour. We had, I must have spent a week, 2 weeks there, and we did many things together with his friends in a little town outside where they all played music on homemade instruments, and it was just wonderful. I think in his personality, the thing I remember most may seem quite a silly little thing, but I'm sure a lot of people will identify with this. I remember in Siena, we'd be walking along the street in a crowd of people, and someone would start talking to him in either English or French or a language he only half understood, and he would be looking and smiling in his lovely way and saying si, and then he would look like he didn't quite understand, and he would turn to a friend and say in Italian, "Che dice?" And the friend would explain, and he would then say, "Oh, no." This happened quite often. I think the strongest memory I have from those days in Siena was down in the old Fonte Nuova, which was right down underneath as it were, at the foot of the city, beneath the cathedral, the Duomo, and he and his old friend Rodrigo Riera would be playing these lovely duet versions of the popular traditional music from many, not just Venezuela, but other Latin American countries, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Argentina, etc. And that was just lovely. I have photographs of that. We'd be there at midnight, with the stars shining and friends sort of sitting with a glass of wine or something on the stone steps of the old fountain. It was a really magical. I have photographs of that as well. And although that was a very special occasion in itself, it's nice to remember that on a recording which they made together for French radio, made by the old guitar producer for French radio, Télévision Française, and radio, Robert Vidal, and the recording is called El Uno y El Otro. Anyway, to put together that recording, which I still have, with the memories of those nights in Siena, is a very special thing, and it stayed with me actually for my whole life. Seeing Alirio with that lovely personality which came through in his playing, so flowing, so easy, and continuous, and that beautiful right hand which was like up and down the string, different colours, magic and great inspiration to me. I think for most of my life, or all my life, certainly since then, the greatest inspiration for guitar playing for me. It's absolutely fantastic. Makes me feel very happy, and it's really nice to remember it all. So lovely to join you all with this. Sorry I can't actually be there with you, but I'm very touched to be asked to be with you as much as possible, and remember him with remember his lovely smile and personality, which was a perfect mirror reflection of the way he played our lovely instrument. So best wishes.